So for A part 1, I told you already, if you want to talk about local maximum, local minimum, or stationary, you must get your f prime t. So this is a product of two functions. So you have to use product rule. Your u is t, your v is e to the power of negative bt. So differentiate u prime, you get 1. Differentiate v, you get negative b e to the power of negative bt. Okay, then your f prime t, leave the a outside, v u prime plus u v prime. Factorize out the common factor. Equate equal to 0. Because maximum or minimum, local max, local min happen when the rate of change is 0. So A cannot be 0. E to the power minus bt equal to 0, no solution. 1 minus bt equal to 0, so t equal to 1 over b. So I have to draw the sign diagram of f prime t. Talk about time is 0 onward. 1 over b. Since the question says it's a local maximum, so it must be a plus here, it must be a minus here. So proven. Done. Right? So you continue with the part B, A, part 2. You have to get your f double prime t. So the u will be e to the power negative bt, and your v will be 1 minus bt. Okay, so now start doing the same thing. U prime negative b e to the power negative bt, v prime negative b. So put into the formula. So you have f double prime t. Make sure you write the a in front. V u prime plus u v prime. Take out the common factor. One more is the b. So we take out both. A, b, e to the power of negative bt. So left with 1 minus bt. And here is a negative 1 plus Here is also a negative 1. Or we should take out negative b. It doesn't matter. Okay, so just do. So I will have AB e to the power negative bt, expand negative 1 plus bt minus 1. So I have AB bt minus 2. So they say that at a point of inflection, inflection point means f double prime must be equal to 0. So write down the same thing. A cannot be 0, B cannot be 0, e to the power negative bt equal to 0 is impossible. So bt minus 2 equal to 0. So t equal to 2 over b. Proven. This is the coordinate. Is it a horizontal or non-horizontal? Definitely a non-horizontal, correct? Hello? So what you can do is you can do the f double prime t sine diagram. Do you know how to draw the sine diagram with the alphabet there? Hello? This is 2 over b. Everything here is positive. Am I right? Everything there is positive. Because they say a greater than 0, b also greater than 0, correct? So everything is positive there. The one that I underline in red. So whether it's positive or not is controlled by this one. So if t is more than 2 over b, yeah, now I teach you how to analyze. If t is more than 2 over b, what happened to bt? bt will be more than 2 over b times b, am I right? So bt will be more than 2. Agree? So bt minus 2 will be more than 2 minus 2, which is 0. So this is a positive. That's how I analyze. So here will be negative. Class, you get what I mean? Hello? Are you all with me? Yes, this is a higher level max whereby you didn't see number, yet you can come up with things. Because this one, you definitely cannot use your scientific calculator to help you to do it. Not even your graphic calculator, because you don't know what is the value of B. You have to analyze like that. Okay? So that means the fx graph, okay, so I'm going to draw both sine diagram there for you to have a look at it. Then we are going to sketch the graph without our help of a graphic calculator. Can I move to the next page?
Yes, miss.
Yes. Okay. So our f prime x sine diagram. 1 over b is here, a plus and a minus. Okay. So I know it go up, then it come down. Right? This is my fx. That is how I imagine first. Then based on my f double prime x sign diagram, 2 over b is here. And here is a minus, here is a plus. So that means this part until here, it is concave. Concave. It will go up here, then it will be concave. Right? Then after 2 over b here, it turns to convex. So you will have the graph like that. So based on the sign diagram, you can draw the graph. Always remember, f double prime, the sign show you the shape of fx graph. So you must know the sign of f prime x show fx is increasing or decreasing. Hello? And the sign of f double prime, the sign show f prime x graph is increasing or decreasing. So you see, what does it show? Who? It's a reflection of which one? Like how you behave is a reflection of. So based on you, I can know how your parents is like. That is how all this relationship. So you have to know. So the graph will look like this. But it will never become 0. So this is 1 over b, and this is 2 over b. This is a graph that we sketched yesterday. Can or not? So 14 is the one that I'm going to discuss tomorrow. This another. So what is the name of this graph? What is the name for this function? May I know?
Search.
What is the name for this? Search. Yes, thank you. Sienna? Okay. Hello.
Miss Do,
Yes.
could you re-explain when you analyze
Which part?
the previous slide
Previous slide. This one.
at the last point when you analyze?
Oh, how I know the sign, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, look. So what I need to do is I have to know my range of x first. Or t. In this case, it's called t. So for t greater than 2 over b, that means I want to talk about this region A. Can or not?
Yep.
So I purposely time both sides time by b lah. Because here, that is the one that controls the whole thing. Because this whole thing is positive. This whole thing is positive. You have no doubt of that. Because the question says A is more than 0, B is more than 0, and e to the power of something definitely is more than 0. So the whole thing will be controlled by this expression. You see or not?
Yep.
Okay, got it? So now, I have a term BT here. So I know I want to study this part. So I time both sides by b so that I get the term bt. So I got the conclusion bt is greater than 2. But I want to know what happened to bt minus 2. So I minus 2 on both sides. So my bt minus 2 will be greater than 0. So that is positive.
Oh, okay.
So when you come to higher level maths, that is how we analyze the thing. That's why you are very good in mental arithmetic, correct? You won't be able to do this kind of maths. I have an experience. I have one student who is very good in mental arithmetic. He can calculate value very fast, times very fast with number. But when you come to doing additional maths, correct, he failed totally. That's why I say next time you all maybe one will become people's parents, correct? So for your children, correct? When they are young, they can add and subtract very good, correct? Don't say they are very good in maths. That is very far away from being good in maths. I tell you sincerely. So I never encourage mental arithmetic because when you are young, you start to know how to calculate, correct? If you can calculate very fast, you become very proud of yourself, then we won't continue to learn. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we analyze. Okay, that's all the little I can share with you. That's why I never go for abacus, never go for mental arithmetic. Yep. So can you please try this exercise? Okay. You want me to pick a question for you to try? Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Can you try question 7? Can you please try question 7? You know where is question 7? Page 75. Your textbook have a lot of very good questions, okay? If you can finish all the question in the textbook with detailed understanding, correct? It's good enough already. Yeah, you see, at the beginning of the course, correct? I keep stretching on x-intercept, y-intercept, right? So question 7, I can make it into a long question for application. So you have this function. Okay, should I keep quiet for a while, let you have times to think? Are you okay? Someone have given me the X and the Y intercept already. Can you do part A? Okay. Y-intercept. You put the x equal to 0. So 1 minus 3, that is -2. So for x-intercept, you have to put y equal to 0. Okay, still remember I say, whenever you have these sort of things, you try to make it not negative. And we always use this, another alphabet, so that it won't look that complicated to us, am I right? Okay, so you have everything times k. So k squared equal to 3. So k equal to square root of 3. Yep. So therefore, your k is e to the power of x. Okay, why Mr. didn't put minus? Because e to the power x is always greater than 0. So x is equal to ln square root of 3. All right? So it's half ln 3. Yep. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Good. So you can go to part B. Prove that the function is increasing for all x. So when you want to talk about increasing and decreasing of the function, what you need to do? You need to find dy dx. Yes, thank you. Very quick response. So you have to find dy dx. So for exponential, okay, I purposely write it down to let you know. Remember, you have to time by the derivative of the power. Okay, now, for this case, we don't have to say anything already. Do you know the reason why? I don't even have to equate it equal to 0. I don't have to. I know definitely there's no solution. So what I will do is, I will say, why is it always positive? Because for all value of x, I will say like that. E to the power x will be greater than 0. And e to the power negative x will be greater than 0 also. So therefore, dy dx, which is e to the power x plus 3 times e to the power negative x, will be greater than 0. I will make this statement first, then conclude this statement. So therefore, proven it is always increasing. Clear? So in this case, you don't have to draw sign diagram also. You get me? You don't even have to find x-intercept. You don't even have to find what is the value of x for dy dx equal to 0. So you have to look at the situation and decide. So if you are able to write like that, that means I know you know very well what are the possible value for e to the power x. You can do that. I give you full mark for that. And this is a better presentation than drawing a sign diagram, then put it positive. Hello? You get me? But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if you do like that. Since you want to follow the method, so you will say e to the power x plus 3 e to the power negative x equal to 0. So you put k plus 3 over k equal to 0. So k squared plus 3 equal to 0. So k squared equal to negative 3. So then you write that impossible. Nothing wrong. But that means straight away in my mind as an examiner, I know that you are following the routine without further thinking. So I won't mark you wrong. But this is a waste of time. You see or not? Hello? You get me? So if you want to be an A+ student, I need you to think like that. A+ student won't think like that. Okay? So I'm not saying those who don't think like that, you are not good. You are good in other way. God is very fair. He never gives someone good in everything. So don't feel bad. Yeah. So we don't compare. I'm just saying this subject. I'm teaching this subject. That's why I talk about this subject. Okay. So can we proceed on? Yeah. The rest you are okay. Huh? So we proceed on to part C. Okay. Someone have asked me something. Okay. Don't be so pessimistic. Don't be so pessimistic. Okay. If you don't do my way, you do the second way. I'm just telling you that is for this test. You may not get A+ for this test, but you will get A+ for other tests. Okay. So overall, if you want to get an A+, as long as you got 3A, 3A+, I will put you as A+. Remember, you have 6 SAT, okay? This is just one of it. So we won't look at one of it and say, no, you are not an A+ student, okay? You understand or not? This is just one part of it, okay? So don't make the kind of conclusion, okay? Huh? So after that, say, Miss Do, wow, Miss Do very strict. No. You got 6 SAT, remember that. Okay, let's talk about part C, okay? Okay, part C, show that d2y over dx squared is equal to y. So we have our dy over dx just now as e to the power x plus 3e to the power negative x, right? So we want to do it another time. Okay, am I right? So, isn't it this is exactly your y? Done. You show it. So what can you talk about the concativity of the function? So look, this is equal to 0, correct? Just now we have done in the first part, am I right? So it happened at this part. Am I right? So we don't have to do it again. So can someone tell me the approximate value of half ln 3? Yes? 0.5 something, correct? So this is approximately 0.549. Am I right? Thank you. 5493. Yeah. So we draw the sign diagram for all value of x. Your d2y over dx squared. This is half ln 3, which is approximately 0.5493. Yeah. So you determine the concavity. That means whether it's okay. So if more than that, I think it's positive, is it? Oh no, negative. The right hand side is negative, correct? Am I right? Hello? How can you use your GC to help you? You have your y1 equal to e to the power x minus 3e to the power negative x. Your y2, your y3. Do you have that? So can someone tell me what is the sign for here? Positive. Okay, positive. So this one is negative. Right? So look at. So your y sign diagram is exactly the same as your d2y over the x squared sign diagram, correct? Negative, positive. Half ln 3. So if I draw the graph, this part of the graph will be below the x-axis, correct? This part of the graph will be above the x-axis, am I right? Hello? Then, based on here, this part is concave, am I right? Hello? Concave.
Yes.
Concave. Yeah. And this part will be convex. So the graph will go like that. Am I right?
Yes.
You try to, yeah. So then this is your half ln 3. And this part of the graph is the steepest. Am I right? Cannot be the steepest. This should be a non-horizontal inflection point. So the shape changes. It's not the, is it the steepest? Yeah, the graph is always increasing or decreasing. It's always increasing, so I'm right. Is that graph correct? Minus 3 e to the power of negative x. Zoom standard. Yeah, so I'm right. So I'm just exaggerating it a bit. If you reduce that one, you do a zoom standard, you will get that. Okay, use technology to help graph y equal to the show the feature you have found. So this is concave. This is convex. And it's always increasing. And this is the inflection point. This is a non-horizontal inflection point. So these are called the feature. Okay, Anna? Afterward, are you all free? No, some of y'all got class. Is it? Okay, we will try one more question. That is question 6. You see question 6? Okay, now. So now we have two functions. Two different functions. So you put the two different functions, one in y1, the other one in, you can put it in y4. Okay. And they got give you the domain, correct? And they ask you to find algebraically the point of intersection of the function. Then after that, only sketch the graph. So can you please do it one by one? So you do for fx first. Okay, so I have done with fx. So you try to do for gx. So same step, make sure your step is correct, then it's correct. Write in a proper order. Remember, y-intercept is not the coordinate of a point. Okay, you see how I do the negative part. Usually I will prefer to change it to positive, cross multiply, then only I find the value of x. I try not to find the value of x straight away because I try to put everything to positive. Okay. Then you are going to discuss. Okay, can you please look at the board while I discuss the approaches thing? So let's talk about fx first. Okay, first of all, you say, okay, we write as x approaches infinity. So we talk about e to the power x first. Approaches what? Can someone give me the answer? Hello, class?
Approaches infinity.
Yeah, infinity. So what happened to fx, which is e to the power x minus 3? I have $1 trillion. I give you $3. Does it make any difference?
No.
No. So there's no boundary here. Am I right? So as x approaches negative infinity, can you please tell me what happened to e to the power negative e to the power x? Negative infinity now,
Approaches 0.
Yeah, approaches 0. Anyone got issue on this? No, So what happened to my fx, which is a 0? Take away 3.
Approaches -3.
Approaches -3. From above, this is the lower limit or the upper limit? This is the lower limit. So we will say from above. From above means the rest are more than this value. Clear? Hello? So let's talk about gx then, which is 3 minus 5e to the power negative x. So we also start with as x approaches infinity. Can you please tell me what happened to e to the power negative x? E to the power of negative infinity.
0.
Yes, 1 over e to the power infinity. So it approaches 0. So what happened to 5e to the power of negative x? Definitely will approach 0 also, correct? So therefore, what happened to gx, which is 3 minus 5e to the power negative x, will approach 3. So this 3 is the upper limit or the lower limit. Look at here, this is a minus. So this is the upper limit. So we will say from below. That means the rest of the gx value is less than 3. Got it? So that is how you interpret. And this is also called the horizontal asymptote. So how you interpret this? All value of fx is more than -3. This one, how you interpret? All value of gx is less than 3. So that means when you sketch the graph, right? This is your 3. Okay, I'm supposed to use dotted line. Okay, and this is your -3. That means your fx graph, right? will not go below this. I don't know how you will not go below this. It can go above. So maybe the graph will go like that. I'm not sure. Okay, this is your fx. Am I right? Or is it from this side? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It should be from this side. This is my fx. Yep. And the gx, I think it should be from also this way. It's from here. This is your gx. So you got the intersection somewhere, two intersection points. Later you will find it. Okay, never mind. So understand this part. So you have to do the other side also. As x approaches negative infinity, what happened to your e to the power negative x? Approaches
Infinity.
infinity. Yeah. So what happened to your gx, which is 3 minus 5 times of infinity? So it will approaches negative infinity. That's how you go down. Okay? Can or not? So this is the part A and the part B. So all these things is I taught you before. So part A, part B. So afterward, we will discuss C, D, and E. And we can sketch the graph. We can get the intersection point. Are you okay? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So I will see you afterward. 4 o'clock, huh?
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Miss.
you, class.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh. Thank you.
Miss, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
So is it correct to say that every time we do approaching infinity, then that will be the, we do approaching infinity and we get a value?
Yeah, that will be the horizontal asymptote. You can make a conclusion like that. It can be either upper limit or lower limit.
So how